then the easier and the longer your mold will last. But some of the other reasons, latex being water-based, it does degrade over time. It degrades a lot faster than Rebound 25. Rebound is a silicone-based mold. Also, you have to keep latex molds out of the sun, away from any kind of UV light, because that will degrade them faster. Mainly because, again, they're water-based. It will start to slowly basically cook the latex. And once the water starts to leave, the latex mold will, one, not be very good because it'll be brittle, and two, it will start to shrink over time. Now, I know a lot of you that have rebound molds or brush-on molds or any other type of mold material will say, yeah, but over time, every mold shrinks. Yes, over great amounts of time, every mold will shrink, but we're not talking about great amounts of time with latex. And we're talking maybe less than a year before a latex mold starts to shrink. So another thing you might be asking yourself is, well, Ben, will I go through the trouble of doing latex mold at all? And what I say to that is, latex molds are my first molds. They're inexpensive. They're easy to apply. And for the sake of, say, this helmet, which I won't be doing many pulls from because it's a child-size helmet. There's not a big demand for children-size helmets. I'm basically just making this for my daughter. I will probably pull 10 or 12 of these helmets for her friends because my daughter's birthday is October 24th. And if any of you are doing the math on that, that is exactly 1 week before Halloween. So we have a costume party for her. One of the fun things at our costume parties is obviously I make costumes. So for the kids that don't wear something, they will all be able to wear a Halo 3 ODST helmet with lights. Just makes it really fun on Halloween. After that, I probably won't do much with this mold. So there's no point in making one out of Rebound. Now with my other molds, I'm sure you've all watched Dutch a Molding series where I did the Generation 3 mold out of Rebound 25 and tried to teach you guys how to do a Rebound 25 mold. Now my Generation 1 and my Generation 2 molds of that were both made out of latex. Reason being, I didn't want to spend the money for a Rebound mold when I knew that the helmet was not of the quality that I wanted. Now I'm probably sitting there, I know you ask a lot of questions and I can't hear you because one, this video is not on the internet yet. I'm shooting it. I don't have it attached to the live stream. I wish I did. I should have thought about that. Maybe I'll do that next time. But I'm sure some of the questions going through your head are, why even make a Generation 1, Generation 2 mold? Why not just take the time and detail it? You know, that's a good point. You can save a lot of money by not doing multiple molds. The reason why I do it is because I have ruined helmets before trying to put too much detail in them. And I'm not a big fan of starting over. So usually if I ruin a helmet, it takes a lot for me to start over. I don't like starting from scratch when I've put 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 120, 160, you know, all these hours into making a project. It's not fun to start over. So to save myself from that, when I get a helmet to a reasonable working area, one where, you know, I want to wear it, but it's not up to what I consider par, I'll go ahead and make my first working mold. What that does is it'll save my master's progress. You know, it's sort of like hitting save on the computer. And I can make multiple working copies. So in the case of any of you who've seen my Halo Wars Mark IV helmet, I actually have in the garage 4 different versions of that before I settled on the detail that I liked. So with that, I can look at each version of detail that I've put on there and say, yes, I like this, no, I don't like that. I don't have to remember, I don't have to look at pictures. I can hold a physical model in my hand while I'm trying to decide what I like and what I don't like. And I'm really picky when I make this stuff. Now you can see some of this on the front where we started, how it's starting to